Support provided by the Chesapeake and Newport News with chef-centric farm-to-table dining. thechesapeake.org.
Hi friends, Jay Sennett. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Jay. As always, hope all of you are doing well. Today, I'm thinking about the holidays again, and we're going to make a dessert. I don't eat a lot of desserts, but I love making desserts. You know, I have specific desserts that when I do decide to eat desserts, these are what I make. These are cookies, and I usually make these with dried cherries, but today I'm going to make them with dried cranberries, okay? But we're going to call this a chocolate chip peanut butter cranberry cookie. So there's a lot going on in this cookie. Okay, in here, in this dish, I mix the sugars. I use about 1/4 cup of white cane sugar and about 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Actually, there's maybe a little bit more than 3/4 cup, about a cup of brown sugar in there, but that's okay. And then I'm going to add a stick of butter. Okay, a stick of butter. Mix this up a little bit. One thing I want to do though, I want to add 1 egg. Okay, add that egg in there. All right. Mix it around. And it'll start to get a nice creamy texture. Like so. You see that? Beautiful. Okay. Now I want to add about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla flavoring. I want to add about 1/4 cup of heavy cream. This helps it texturally. Now, I'm going to get this peanut butter, the gooey part. All right. How much peanut butter? About 1 cup, I guess. And I use the creamy brand peanut butter. Okay. Glad I put that lid back on there. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's the peanut butter right there. Put some chocolate chips in here. All right, I'm going to mix this up a little bit with this peanut butter mixed in there. All right, now we want to add the flour. I have about 1 cup and 3/4 of flour. Okay, about 1 3/4 cup of flour. I have 1 teaspoonful of baking powder. Okay, and a pinch of salt in here. All right, so mix that in. All right, thickening out, as you would be expected. Put the rest of that in there. Yeah, struggle. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now, it's a lot quieter without it. Last but not least, we want to add some dried cranberries. And I use the brand with about 50% less sugar because I like it tart. Okay? Tart cranberries. Okay. Get these cranberries mixed in there. So how much cranberries? I don't know. 1/2 cup to 1 cup. How much chocolate chips? Same thing. Okay. So now on the beaters. The batter on the beaters. Okay? The batter on the beaters. Get off there. There's always that last cranberry. Okay, so the oven, by the way, is preheating at 350 degrees. We have the cookie sheet. I'm not going to grease this up. It's non-stick and there's enough butter in these cookies. So, how do I want to use another spoon. All right. I like a big cookie. You know, big cookie. Not these little chump-sized cookies, right? These things will be so big. Yeah, put it down here. All right. Getting there. All right, I'll put a little smaller cookie up here. So, we have your traditional ingredients for the most part. All right, there's a lot going on with this cookie, okay? With the peanut butter, and I smell that peanut butter. Wow. Well, that's a big one right there. Woo! That's going to take up. It's going to bake into the other ones. So we have a chocolate chip peanut butter cranberry cookie. Okay, make these a little bit smaller. And one a little smaller here for the corner. Okay. Batter. And that feels like I have all cranberry now. So there's a lot of cranberries, chocolate chip. Okay. All right. Now, we are going to bake these at 350 for about 18-20 minutes. Okay. See that? These are beautiful chocolate chip peanut butter cranberry cookies. Okay, I'm going to put these in the oven. Set the timer for about 20 minutes. Voila. Okay. So this is one of these editing spots in the show. While my cookies are baking, I'm going to go do some other things, clean up this mess a little bit, and then I'm going to come right back, and it's going to seem like a split second to you through the magic of editing. Okay? Jazzy Jae's chocolate chip peanut butter cranberry cookies. Perfect for the holiday season. Sit tight. I'll be right back in a split second. Okay. All right, had a little break while the cookies were baking. Told you it'd only be like a split second. And I'm back. Ooh, what's that sound? All right, I'm going to go over here and take the cookies out of the oven. Oh, man. Look at these. The Jazzy Jae chocolate chip peanut butter cranberry cookies. Now, as I said at the beginning when I was making these, there's a lot going on in these cookies, okay? All right, a lot going on in these cookies, but they are delicious. Delicious. And I normally make the peanut butter cherry cookies, right, with dried cherries, but thought I would put a little twist on it and then add some chocolate chips. Can't go wrong with chocolate, you know, in any of these cookies, but decided to use dried cranberries and with the peanut butter. Okay, so a cup and 3/4 of sugar, flour, about 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of white cane sugar, teaspoon and a half of vanilla flavoring, about 1/4 cup of heavy cream, about a cup, maybe a little bit more than a cup of peanut butter, smooth creamy peanut butter. I said teaspoon of baking powder, or if I didn't, a teaspoon of baking powder, pinch of salt, 1 egg, a stick of butter, okay? And I think that's pretty much it. And with the cranberries, about a cup of cranberries, half a cup of chocolate chips, and I said the peanut butter. So, and there you have it. And bake them at 350 for about 20 minutes, okay? 18 to 20 minutes, all right? So that's what's happening on this edition of Cooking with Jay. Thanks for watching the show, folks. Cooking with Jay, I think most of you noticed by now, Sundays starting at 6 p.m. on the WHO Public Media Facebook page, okay? And if you can't tune in at 6, just scroll down and you can catch the show. They leave the show up on the site. And don't forget my Senate in Session Jazz show, WHRVFM, Monday through Thursday nights from 9 until 1, Saturday mornings 1 until 5 for all the insomniacs out there. And Sunday afternoons from 1 until 5. And I want to thank the Chesapeake for your continued underwriting support for Cooking with Jay. If you have a business and you want to underwrite Cooking with Jay, contact Diane Rojic at WHRO, and she'll tell you how you can underwrite the program if you would like. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And until the next edition of Cooking with Jay, friends, be safe. I'm going to cook the second batch of these cookies. All right, take care, friends.
Support provided by the Chesapeake in Newport News, catering to the palate of every single resident. More at thechesapeake.org.